I was very, very impressed with the youth that presented. It really fills my heart when I see that kind of talent of what's going on, and I see the elements of protecting our like thinking about the future. And I have a little bit of a message for you. I want to let you know that you are the inheritors of the longest economic system. Your ancestors managed complex trade networks, sustainable resource systems, and sophisticated governance structures for thousands of years before colonizers touched our lands. 95% of us were eliminated due to disease and policies. That knowledge didn't disappear. It's in you. It's in the way you instinctively understand reciprocity, the way you think 7 generations ahead without even trying, the way you know deep in your bones that wealth means nothing if your community is suffering. In my community, the term we use to convey that deep responsibility is kwachi. The success of your future is determined by the health of your neighbor. So it's really important that we don't leave anybody behind. The colonial education system has spent generations trying to convince you that thinking about community first makes you uncommercial, that caring about the land makes you impractical. Kanaskuk, they are lying. Those instincts, they're your competitive advantage. The business world is finally, slowly, starting to realize that what we've always known, that extraction economics is killing the planet, that communities matter more than shareholders. But here's what I want you to understand about leadership. Indigenous leadership in the economic sphere is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the most grounded. When you walk into a boardroom, a bank, a negotiation with a potential partner, you're going to be underestimated. They're going to make assumptions. Let them. Because while they're busy underestimating you, you're going to be doing something that they can't. You're going to be listening to what's not being said. You're going to be reading the room with the same skills that your ancestors used to read the land. Your first job as a leader is not to prove yourself to them. It's to stay rooted in who you are and what you're building. I've watched many Indigenous entrepreneurs get pulled off course to try to fit into someone else's definition of success. They take investment money that comes with strings attached that slowly strangles their vision. They scale too fast because some consultant told them that that's what real businesses do. They compromise on their values because they're afraid of being called too political or not business-minded enough. Don't do that. Here's what I want you to do instead. First, build your advisory circle. Identify the elders, mentors, leaders, and family that can guide you, provide guidance, bounce ideas off of them. Second, learn to speak the language of finance, law, and policy while never forgetting the language of your values. You need to be able to walk into a bank and talk return on investment, cash flow projections, market analysis. You need to understand the term sheets, intellectual property law, and regulatory framework, not because those things are more important than your cultural knowledge, but because they're the tools of the system that you're operating in. Third, document everything, and I think this is what we all struggle with, and it means everything. Your journey, your processes, your failures, your victories. Write it down, record it, create a manual that you wish that someone had given to you. Don't let your hard-won business wisdom disappear because you were too busy or too humble to write it down. The future will thank you. This is how we will build the infrastructure of Indigenous economic sovereignty, one documented lesson at a time. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that this will be easy. You're going to face racism, both overt and subtle. You're going to deal with bureaucrats who don't understand treaty rights, investors who want to help but really want control, and competitors who will try to copy your cultural elements without understanding or respecting them. You're going to have moments of doubt. I want you to know you have everything you need right inside of you. The knowledge of your ancestors, the resilience that got you here despite everything designed to prevent it, the vision to see what's possible when we stop playing by the colonial rules and start building according to our values. You are what your community needs. The next 7 generations are waiting. You are exactly what we've been waiting for. Please step up. Miigwech.